Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Can't a man drink in... I'm gonna keep this short. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard, and we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean? You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand.
The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the Stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Is there
I
something
enjoy
can
this
do for
work
you?
well enough, but I'm... The companions? In Jorvaskr? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty. Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the ones turning wicked, best to keep clear. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Wait, I know you. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Yes, my youngest son. He's a dark child. I don't know what to do with him. He was always a quiet lad, but late he won't say a word. If you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely grateful. What is it that you need? Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Wait. I know you.
Oh.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Another wanderer. So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. But I know about him, and about the war. More than he. I know that he still worships Talos, that he hates the Thalmor, that he worries about being chased from White... that I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister. This castle was old. Lots of places nobody's been, and places where you can... And the Whispering Lady. She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door. In the basement. I bet she'll talk to you too.
Wait. I know you.
At last. I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency. The boy is good at sussing out secrets, but the corruptibility of children is ultimately too limited for my purposes. You, though, I expect will prove far more malleable. I forgive your not knowing my name. Few can hear my whispers anymore. I am Mephala, the Lady of Whispers. I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty, betrayal. First, you must open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it. And even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself. The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
You. I told you. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farngar went missing. I promise you. You. You know the Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Ah, student of taken and once you know... Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. If I said that was a tedious question, would you... As long as I'm left alone to pursue... Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
What is it that you need? Now, if you don't mind, got a city to keep.
Wait, I know you.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed. Everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. You're not getting anything from me.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there. Oh, we'll look the other way this time. But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Excellent work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the ebony blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
What are you? Are you kidding? I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Well, that's not how I operate, so forget it. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before... I bought some poison. I was going to have my... If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever... Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago. I knew he'd never be... Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. Now I've got to clean up this mess. Was something we discussed unclear?
you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim.
Was something we discussed Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished.
I can't
suppose
wait
you
to
can
see
wait
Saviorn
around if you must.
squirm.
Well, Saviorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunning Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It'll be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Saviorn. I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down... You're welcome to take a look around Saviorn's office. Here, this should help. I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous... Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin. Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know. I can't believe that worked.
Ow!
I can't believe that worked.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. Out of my way.
Let's talk for a moment.
What's on your mind? If you ever need more
Look,
practice...
if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know... Look, I don't really know you. I don't even... Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is... Look, you want to know about me? Oh, I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teen. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our lives. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family, who didn't even brandish a weapon? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night, I never returned to that pig farm, you know. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the grill.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. My father told me he found me as a young boy. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone. No one does. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could, but if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm actually The fisherman who found me, the man I called, thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found... Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the Guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new... And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you were anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you were anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or anyone... If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave. If you or If you or anyone else... make you leave. If you or anyone else, I'd make you leave.
Hey! I want to talk to you. Now. You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bring it. I joined up with them, small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. Don't get me wrong. The first few... all the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. They didn't put up much of a fight. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, No, we usually let them go. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went. I left his head on. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Hey, let's talk a second. You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know.
No time for idle chat.
Training.
Mercer is a...
Wait.
Your presence.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information we recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify it. That's simple.
What's on your mind?
Need something?
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding... It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well... Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis... Because even after... The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum-Eye. Gullum-Eye is our inside man at the... I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of golden... Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
What's on your mind?
I can't believe Gullum-Eye's mixed up in all this. That our trouble. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You're going to have to buy him off. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum-Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a just keep on Gullum-Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Good luck in solitude. Keep Gullum-Eye alive. And then light.
So, what do we... I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods... Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Well, now that you mention, I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Fletching suits me.
What is it?
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword? Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
Good. Can't have the... Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for them. Not at all. As far as Golden Glow is... I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Yeah?
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Look, I've told you everything. You again. We have nothing else to discuss. Now move.
Coin or two.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
I'm warning you. Back off.
know I heard something.
I love a challenge!
Another one.
What was that? Time to end this little game. Tell you what, you start running. Time to end this. All you got? Time to end this little game.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Think you can take me? That's all you've got? You won't leave here alive!
Did you hear something?
Go ahead, try and fight back! No! Pay for that! We are
here. Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive. Needed to know more? You needed to know more? You needed to know more?
Gullumi give up in... No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. A place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down. Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't... Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. I'm supposed to allow... Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the... Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you... Okay, there you go. Welcome to the cozy... Take a look. Until next time. I have work if you've got the backbone.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time. Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem... Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp... The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. 25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow... Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my... Carlia was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was... I staggered away from the ruins, and my vision began to blur. The last thing I saw was Carlia dumping his body. To this day, I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much. The guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster. Sides quickly formed behind these men, and the Ratway became a bloodbath. I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim. The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave... I spent thousands of septum and used every contact at... She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close. If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. It was absolutely... Greed? Jealousy? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath. I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house. Have your weapon at the ready. I'm certain Carlia knows we're here. Must you keep stopping? What was that? They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these blocks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it. You. There's little time to talk. What do you want? Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Something's here. Worth my time. Something's near. No one here now. Two more of them ahead. What's that? Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting. Hardly a challenge. Draugr, I bet. Don't blunder into any of them.
That's the best you can
ass! Right track. She's been through here as well. Who's there?
So
one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia's close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that... All I had hoped was to capture Mercer. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I wish I knew. The journal is... Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Women. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later, right? Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. I'm afraid not. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. He was a scholar, a master thief, and a It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales. We were... Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that Mercer lied to the Guild. For 25 years I ran. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles. I can promise you if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate.
Yes, Carlia. Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? No problem. Let me see it. Can I help you with it? Carlia? Do you have Gallus's journal? No problem. No, this is just like... He's written all of the text in... No. The court wizard of Markarth. Calcelmo may have the material. A word of warning. Calcelmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship? In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own. The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era, killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind. Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table. Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calcelmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. Calcelmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Master says his paw says the college makes lots of bad things happen. With the mage, it... See, look nice.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. That old blade can barely cut butter.
Good to see. Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Former Tongue. Preposterous. That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most... You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone... Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Beware the region northeast across the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt and Red Eagle Redoubt.
Intruder! Help!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim. Gods, no! You best...
I need some help in here.
Put you down! I'll kill you if I have to.
What was that? Over here! Hurry! Pedro, what a day.
Is someone there?
What was that?
Found you!
Now you're mine.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Back, eh? And how was our friend Calselmo?
We haven't much time
Was there
for
something
discussion.
else?
But what did you need?
I suppose it would be inappropriate. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I understand. Now, let me take a
Haven't
good
much
look at
time for
this.
discussion.
Over here, please.
But what did you need?
This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. Was there something else? If you have further need of me, you can find me in the college.
You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason...
Was there something else?
You might have to.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh? I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of business. Business is actually inconsequential. However, as promised, I'll still be more than... I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got. Give my regards to Carlia if you see her. Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good. I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of goods. Bring me whatever you find, and I'll see what I can do. I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of goods. Bring me whatever you find, and I'll see what I can do.
Huh?
So did Delvin send you again, or are you here on your own this time?
Oh.
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Then we show them Gallus's journal and hope for the best. Remember, we have proof and all he's got is his word. Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the system.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from our vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Will you pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick them up.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
The gold. It's yours. It's all gone.
Son of a bitch! I'll kill him!
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Got
Look,
lots of jobs
before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary. Anything else? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front... Was there anything else? What? Nightingales? Was there anything else she told you? Then I have an important... I need you to break into Mercer's home. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Bold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Well, lad, I'd do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Huh. Look, this sounds like a family matter. Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head on the executioner's block. Good question. I've only set foot inside it. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard. No. It's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry. Huh. That'd be ball. Mercer's holding something over it. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well. Better question would... Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans. Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer... I don't have a clue. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies. Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else in that.